Hello me TPDs, welcome back to my channel. Today, it's a Sunday extra. That's just what needs to happen because I gotta share this stuff with you. I'm sure you've seen it everywhere. iOS 14 update. I just wanted to sit down and share with you guys what I did with mine. If you are interested, I do have a Pinterest board that I will link down in the description if you are wanting similar icons that I used, but I just love seeing different creations. So I wanted to share what I created with you guys if you are interested in that as well, getting different inspiration, different ideas of different themes and things that you can do with your new iPhone update. So it sounds like Android people already had like customizing stuff a while back. You know what? We're here, we've arrived, mostly. So I'm gonna be sharing with you and walking you through how I got my phone to look the way that it did. And then I also wanted to share with you how to do this with your iPad. I've seen tons of videos about iPhones, not so much about the iPad update. So I wanted to share that with you guys as well. Before you hop in, be sure to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And if you're enjoying more lifestyle kind of videos like this and you want me to keep them coming, be sure to give this one a thumbs up. If you didn't know, iPhone recently launched their iOS 14, which allows you to customize your phone using widgets. So you can use widgets already kind of installed on your iPhone, or you can look to other apps like Widgetsmith that I'm going to talk about in this video to get other widgets as well. So first I just want to walk you through how my phone looks. This is the first page that I created, and then here's the second page. As you guys can see, it is clearly a fall aesthetic, very much fall, very geared towards warm colors. And then this is my final page of my phone. And then as you can see, I have my app library over to the very, very right. So when I saw all of this going on, the internet pretty much peed themselves when they found out that you could do this, as did I. I spent a solid like 2 hours trying to figure out how to do this. Just know if you're wanting to do something like this, it is going to take a little bit of time to figure out how you want things to look, which icons you want to use, and how you're gonna make your phone look. So just have some time set aside to do this. This is the app that I use for all of my widgets, my bigger widgets that you see, minus the Google widget. So I can open it up. So you have your small widgets, you have your medium widgets, and you have your large widgets. So it's up to you to decide which kind of size you want. The bigger the widget, the less apps you're gonna be able to fit on the same screen as the widget. So all you have to do, I'm just gonna create a new one just so you can see. So you press and hold until they start wiggling and jiggling. And then you hit plus in the corner. Here's all of the widgets that you can include that are already done with iPhones. You have all of these other options. So you have all of these options that you can include in a widget. These are already Apple pre-made, but I go all the way down to the bottom. This is the Widgetsmith app. So then you click, you can scroll through, see which size you want. So for example, for this one, maybe I'll do a small one. So you hit add widget at the very bottom. It's going to put it right there. Kind of messing up my, my vibe here, but it's fine. So then you have to click it while it's still jiggling, and you tap here, and then you can adjust it. Like if I wanted fall photo 3, there's fall photo 3. If I wanted fall photo 1, there's 1. It just changes depending on the pictures that you upload into your Widgetsmith app. As you can see underneath all of my bigger widgets, it says Widgetsmith underneath it. So I'll go back into Widgetsmith. This is how you would add a photo to begin with. So you go in, add a small, it comes up with a new category. It says small number 8. You can click it. This is the default widget that it automatically gives you. If you want to change it, you tap on it. Then you can scroll through. You can use a time one, a date, custom, calendar. The ones that are locked, you have to pay for. Has your health and your astronomy. And then you can go ahead and change the font. I really like the New York font. You can change the color of the font, and you can change the background of the font as well. So that's what mine looks like. If you wanted to upload a picture, instead of doing the date or the time, you'd go to custom, click photo, and then it allows you to upload a photo. So maybe I'm gonna like these boo things, these little ghosties. So then I go back, now that's my widget, hit save. So remember it's small 8. Now let's go back and hold, click plus. I'm gonna go down and find that widget, the small 8 that we just made. Click, click, There it is, small 8. There's the little ghosty picture. And then you can go ahead and once it's in the jiggle mode, you can move it all around. So if you wanted it over here, okay, come on. If you wanted it up here, if you wanted it there, like it can move pretty much wherever you want. So that's how you make widgets. I chose to do the medium widget smith in the very top of my first screen that has the date. I really like the color of this date. It gives me very fall vibes. The whole thing is about fall aesthetic here. That's what we're going for. That's what we're reaching for. Then I have 'Tis the Season to Be Fall-y because that's cute. I found all of these, by the way, on Pinterest. So again, if you want any of these app icons, if you want any of these widgets, it's going to be in my Pinterest board. So then I have some different fall pictures. I have a fall quote, and then I also have fall in Yosemite up there in the corner, and I have the rest of my apps, and then I have my Google search at the bottom. So anyway, you can go ahead and click through and search there. It's a super easy way to do Google search if that's something that you like. You can make this any theme that you want. If you are wanting fall, if you're wanting like cute pink aesthetic, if you want winter, whatever you want, you can put it on your phone. So I do want to get to quickly the shortcuts. As you can see, I have different icons: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, my notes, my calendar, YouTube. You go into shortcuts, which is right here, it should be already installed on your phone if you didn't delete it. If you're like me and you deleted it because you're like, what the heck is this, when it first, came out, you can go ahead and re-download it from the App Store. So you go to shortcuts. Here's all of my shortcuts right here. Let's go ahead and add a new shortcut just so you can see. And again, there are so many videos out there, so I don't want to spend too much time on how to do this because there's so many that walk you through it. But you click the plus button, you hit add action. Here you type open app, because that's what you want to do. Then you want to tie the shortcut to open an app for you. So you hit choose, you can go down here. Let's say I wanted to open Chrome. You would hit the little 3 dots up here. You name the shortcut, which would be Chrome. You add it to your home screen. This is what it's actually going to look like when you are on your home screen. So if you wanted to do you would be cute and do this. You could do like that. You could do whatever fits your mood. Just gonna name it that, and then you click this little button next to it. You hit choose photo. And then if I wanted it to be bats or if I wanted it to be pumpkins, let's choose this one. You can adjust it. You can zoom in, you can zoom all the way out. I'm just gonna do that. So there you see that is the icon for Chrome. You hit add. Then it should be added to your home screen. So there it is right there. And then you can adjust it. The thing with that is it's not the actual app, it's a shortcut. So when you open one of these apps, it automatically opens a shortcut for you. So if I click Pinterest, you see it first opened the shortcut app. Now, if you want to minimize how annoying this is, it makes it less jolty this way. If you go to settings and you go to motion and then you hit reduce motion. So you turn this on and it helps with when you go into Pinterest, it's a lot quicker of a transition from this shortcuts page to your actual app. There are apps that you use all the time, every single day, that you're like, I don't really want to transition between this shortcut thing. You don't have to do that. You just leave it blank, basically, is how it works. So as you can see at the bottom, I have my phone, Google, my messages, and then my music. I just kept them the same because I use them all the time. So if you are okay with having that weird little 1 second transition between the shortcuts page and the app, then go ahead. Customize away. And as you can see, I found on Pinterest the actual app icons for Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. In terms of what you want to use for your app icon, you can either use something that matches it, like I did with Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, something that tells you, okay, this is Instagram, or you can pick something completely different that just goes along with the vibe that you're going for. I did not do that with every single thing, especially even for photos, for camera. I tried to keep it somewhat similar, even if I could not find the actual icon that I wanted that matched what it would normally look like. I picked something that had photos in it, or for weather, I picked a little sun and a cloud. The last thing I want to show you is just how I organized this. So on my first page, I have all my social media that I use all the time: mail, clock, calendar, notes, camera, photos. These are all things that I use almost every single day. Then I have my weather and my reminders. Then second page, I have different little sections. So the first section in the top right is the Spotify, kind of the YouTube music extra kind of area. I also have my Afterlight app, which has all of my photo editing things for if I'm doing like stuff for YouTube or Instagram. Then in the middle left, I have my reading, Netflix, Reddit, and Tumblr. I didn't really know, like that's kind of a miscellaneous little section category there. Bottom right, I have my Waze app, which is transportation, and then I have Amazon, which I often buy a lot of things from, and my 2 makeup apps that I use pretty much whenever I go to buy something. Then on this last page is kind of miscellaneous. My first row are meditation things. Then I have podcasts, my Apple Watch, Etsy, and Planta. Planta is my app that reminds me to water my plants. As you can see, I need to water them. They all need some love for sure. And then I have Every Dollar, which is our budgeting app, and Belco together, just because those are my like banking apps. I have Hue, which is our lights. We have Hues that turn on and off the lights in our house. And then I have some favorites that I use a lot with like calling. Like for example, if I called Chris, there we go. So shortcuts to be able to call people that I call every day. That is pretty much it for my phone. And just so you know, if you wanted to get rid of an actual app, let's say I added Snapchat back into my phone. This is the actual app for Snapchat. If I wanted it on my phone in my app library, but not necessarily on my page, like what I can see from my home screen, you go ahead and hold until it jiggles. You can hit the minus button, and then it says delete app, move to app library, or cancel. So if you want to keep it on your phone, just move it off of your pages that you see in the home view. Then you just hit move to app library. There we have it. So now it's in my app library, and all of your miscellaneous apps will be here kind of categorized for you. So there you go. That's my phone. As you can see, everything is very fall themed. So what took the longest for me was finding the actual icons. It makes it pretty easy just to go to my Pinterest, and if there's any that you like, save those, because that's going to be, you know, save you a lot of time if you already have kind of a feeling, a vibe, a theme that you're wanting to go for. Now we're gonna go over to my iPad. So this home screen I actually got from Taylor Wynn. She has some really awesome fall ones that you can download from her page, her website, but I like that, the autumn feels. It's kind of like a nice little compilation of some fall things. So then we come into my actual home screen. Now iPod is different than the iPhone. So you cannot use these widgets on your actual home screen. You have to like save it onto your page. Here is what my home screen looks like. I don't have any other pages on my app. I've kind of organized it to whatever works best for me. So as you can see, I have my widgets in my left-hand side of my screen. So I was really confused on how to do this. I was like, what in the world? So you go into settings, you have to allow your app organization to have, let's see, your wallpaper, home screen. So you have to have more clicked. It says show up to 30 icons, and you can keep the today view on your home screen. So that's what I had to do in order to have the widgets on my app. So what you do is you just go over to the very left, click this, click and hold, and see how it says keep on home screen. If I wanted to get rid of these, I just don't click this, and then I hit done, and see, look, now you have to slide to be able to see them. But if I went over here, held, clicked this on, hit done, it is now going to stay on your home screen. So again, it's the same process as the iPhone. You go into Widgetsmith, you make whichever icons you wanted. I kept them very fall Halloween themed. I had the moon cycle on there, and then I also had some different ones. So I just added them over here, and those are all that I had room for. On my iPad mini, I have room for total about 3, like 2 small ones and a medium one, or 1 large one if you wanted that. The one on the very bottom, you do have to scroll down to see the remainder of it. So you definitely cannot use as many widgets as you can on your iPhone, but I still wanted to find out, you know, how do I do this on my iPad? So again, same thing, go into widget. If you wanted to add more, you click and hold, you go up to add, and there you go. There's some pre-made widgets from Apple. You go all the way down, you can hit Widgetsmith, add them in exactly like you would on your iPhone. So I hope that that's helpful. This is how I organize mine. I have my main apps at the very bottom that I use pretty much every day. And then on the corner, I had 2 little cute Halloween ones and fall pictures. And then I have the quote, "To live would be an awfully big adventure." I think it just helps me keep things in perspective, you know? And then I have the moon cycle here at the very bottom. So then I have my apps over here that I use a lot. I have Facebook, Messenger, stuff for YouTube. I have Insight Timer, which is again that mindfulness app that I talked about earlier. Calm is a mindfulness one as well. I have my videos that I like to watch things on. Books, I have my books little area, everything extra from Apple that I don't really need to see all the time. My Widgetsmith, my Chatbooks is when I get my photo albums from, so I like to keep that on here. Recipes from Food Network, and then Notion, which I've been kind of playing around with, trying to see if I can get my life organized on here. It is a app that you can create. It's kind of like Evernote, basically. So you can create your own little sidebars with different intentions, weekly agenda, journal, YouTube content, anything that you really want, you can put on here. So I'm trying to get used to doing something like that to keep everything all together in one. That's pretty much my iPad as well. It just looks a little different, a little bit less customization, but you can still do it. And I believe in you if you want to try. I know it kind of turned out to be like a longer Sunday extra, but I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Myself, I've been looking through all kinds of YouTube videos and Pinterest boards trying to figure out what I want my phone to look like, and I'm so happy that this happened and that we found this, because this really helped me get my phone to a place that I really enjoy looking at my apps now, and they're not like obnoxious and weird colors. I also have my winter aesthetic board happening. I've already like started saving pictures for come November, December. I'm gonna do a whole nother haul over of like a new theme. Luckily though, I have it in a place that I don't think I really need to change a whole lot of the apps or anything. I just will go in and update the Widgetsmith pictures to more of a winter theme and update the background and all of that. I hope this video was helpful in some way, maybe gave you some ideas of how to style and organize your phone. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.